Hey everyone, this is Donnie with the Bronx Museum. Today, we're going to paint with some straws, if you can believe it. Now, I was watching Teen Council's interview of Firle Baez, and I was really taken by that big background installation that they were filming in front of. It's this beautiful mesh of colors that in the interview, Firle describes as two figures either embracing or in conflict, I believe it was. I thought it'd be cool for us to try to make our own iteration of that at home, our own kind of version. For what we're going to do today, you'll need a straw. I'm using a hard plastic reusable straw, and if you have access to one, I recommend you do the same. Right? We want to make cool art, but we also want to help out the earth. You're going to need some paints. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors I'm using to get a good mesh, right? And I'm also using watercolors because they'll be easier to push around. If you only have hard acrylic paints, you might want to add just a little bit of water to them so that they're easier. Because what we're going to do to paint with a straw is use our breath. So you want to make sure the paint is fairly easy to push and blow around. To start, you'll need a blank sheet of paper, and you're just going to put some dots of paint around the paper, right? So I'm going to put my purple probably in the middle. Seems like a good middle color. I'm going to take red. I'm going to put 2 red dots on either side of that. I have a nice sky blue. And that I'm going to put above the purple. I have green. I'm going to put some green maybe next to the blue. And my 5th and final color is yellow. I'm going to put yellow on the other side of the blue. So once you have your paint set, right? You might want to put it on a towel or some kind of sheet, unless you have a space that you or your folks don't mind getting messy. I'm using a big old towel, so that way if the paint splatters out, it's okay. And since it's going to be hard for me to talk and blow air through a straw, I'm going to move the camera so that way you can see what it looks like when painting happens. All right, so here we have our dots of color. You can see a kind of fun beach towel in the background. And to it, I'm going to take my straw. I'm going to take a deep breath. And then I'm going to start pushing the colors around with my breath. Now my goal and my challenge to you is to try to get all the colors to touch, right? That Baez piece has a bunch of colors meshed and mushed and smushed together, and it looks really cool that way. So we're trying to get a similar effect. So I'm pushing my green over my blue, and looks like a nice little planet Earth, kind of. Oh no, my red ran away from my yellow. Let's see if I turn the paper. Gonna add a little purple into my blue-green earthy blob there. Got some cool flash colors happening over here with the red and the yellow. Now, let's get this red over into this purple. The goal is to get the colors to kind of play with one another. And however you can do that is perfectly fine. So here we have the start of our own little straw painted masterpiece, right? Now the next part is to add some more dots and keep pushing and playing, right? So you can see those new dots I added. I'm trying to fill the spaces where I don't have a lot of those colors already. So that way the final product itself is kind of an even meshing of each different color. So thanks so much for watching. If you make something of your own, email it to education@bronxmuseum, so that way I can see it and the other educators and artists working there can see it. I hope you have some fun with the straw painting project, and see you next time.